10 minutes ago, but it's making sure that Georgia's tax code encourages the creation of jobs, and making sure that our budget invests in creating jobs. And that's probably the biggest thing that I can work on in the next 2 years, and that would be my biggest accomplishment, that I can help us navigate that without having to have further cuts to education, further cuts to our transportation system, further cuts to other departments.
Wrap up your pitch, Gary. Give us a last pitch.
So I am asking y'all to rehire me. I am asking to send me back down there in a hard time, so I know that people are like, well, why would you want to do that? It's been a pleasure. I'm from our district. I was born in Decatur, raised in the Lilburn part of our district, live in the Tuckwell part of our district where my late grandparents' home is. So you got a big contrast here, I guess, between the two of us. My law office is on South Peachtree Street in Norcross. I know this community, and I will continue to fight for this community, all the communities along 85 people in the district that you re-elect me. And that's basically what you're hiring someone to do. I promise you that if you send me back again, I'll do that.
And Gary, you wrap up.
As Senator Thompson mentioned that he's interviewed to be rehired, and I'm here. I'm one of the residents in the district, and that is a statement that I did not think he should be rehired. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And one of the things I have seen, he served in the Senate for 6 years, and with terrible attendance record in the committee that he's assigned. And the worst year, 2006, he missed 73%. Even just this very year, this just past legislative year, he missed nearly 60%. And I think if I'm the boss, hire somebody, I pay you to work. Those meetings, I pay you to go. So if I'm there, as I mentioned, as a Rotarian, I pay my own money, 13 years perfect attendance. I certainly would not give that kind of attendance record for you. And if you want the same thing, hire him again. If you want something new and show Americans this is the government of the people, I'm one of you. Thank you.
Before we take them off, quick respond. I'll give each of them 15 seconds to respond. We're going to fire up the fireworks a little greater.
All right. I didn't realize I would get sandbagged, and usually when someone attacks you, it's because they have a little positive to say about themselves. No one in the Senate has good attendance because as I've been put on 6 committees, all that meet at conflicting times, everyone from the pro tem, 56-person seniority has bad attendance because when you're working on 6 different committees, that's what happens. I'm always there. It's selective in what he's doing, and that's the way politics works, and you know that. People pick out a committee meeting here or a committee meeting there. The fact is I live in the district. I didn't move here to run. Mr. Kwan actually rented an apartment. He doesn't live in the district anymore. He rented an apartment on Caesars Parkway. He, in my old area where I used to live, his kids don't even go to school in our district. His kids go to Peachtree, which is up here because he lives in the Peachtree Corners area in Fran Millar's district.
Kirk, I've got to give him a chance to respond to that. We're supposed to be quicker.
Do you want someone who's from your district, or someone who will fight for you, or someone who's moved here just to run against me? Someone who's here for community service, or someone who wants to be a senator so bad that they're either willing to lie to the school board about where their kids live, where they live in order to get their kids into Peachtree Elementary, or they're willing to lie to the state board of ethics to be a candidate on the ballot against me. But somebody's being dishonest somewhere. I'll stand by every vote and every absence, but somebody's being dishonest somewhere.
Got to give Gary a chance to respond to that. It's kind of fun.
Well, that's good, and we are starting exchanging flyers. And first things I'm responding to that, number one, is a rebuttal on his argument. His record shows that those committees does not always have the same day meeting, same time meeting. So I will be happy to share that record with anybody. I always show him. He already looked at those are not in the same time, and he used that as defense. As far as my residency, that is a condominium, not an apartment, and I own it fair and square. It's completely dated in June of 2009. So I moved to this area long time ago, 1992, was the first time I did live in an apartment. That is on Jimmy Carter Boulevard, and I moved to Duluth for a little short while, and then moved back to the district. As my children, my wife does stay at Petrie Corner area, which is about 1/4 of a mile outside of the district boundary. So I want to, since now we're exchanging fire, I want to bring up one thing. He mentioned a big word, the State Ethics Commission, and I want to ask him to explain how can he fail to file those reports, and with the existing fine accumulate 10 times $650 and still sitting there. And that is something that about ethics, I'm going to clean up the house. One of the bill I will propose into the legislature, that is, you have to qualify with State Ethics Commission, give you the clean balance. If you have anything there haven't paid, big or small, you're disqualified.
I'll tell you what, if you want any answers to anything that either one of these guys said, they might stick around a little bit. And you can go up and get it personally, because I believe we could probably go on for another 15, 20 minutes. But Liz Carter's out here, and I'm sure Liz just came from Hopewell. And you guys, thank you very much. This is the second time I've had an opportunity to introduce Liz Carter. She is the Republican running for Congress in the 4th District. It's a tough battle for a Republican in that district. Her